Another family is mourning the loss of a young child after she drowned in a retention pond yesterday. She is the fourth person just since March to drown in a retention pond in Jacksonville. On your side's Kaylee Tracy's live tonight in the Argyle Forest neighborhood where this tragedy happened yesterday. And Kaylee, a state agency was out there today, right?
That's right, Heather. Staff from the St. John's River Water Management District, which regulates ground and surface water across the state, they inspected this pond here behind me that were told by JSO last night that little girl drowned in. And they say that everything here was in compliance and is in compliance with the permits. A teddy bear and flowers rest against a tree, marking the latest retention pond tragedy.
Like I said, it's just a tragic accident. We feel for the parents.
According to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, a 4-year-old girl drowned in this retention pond Monday. Every month since April, a young child has drowned in a retention pond in Jacksonville. Mohammed Noor, age 5, died in April. 4-year-old Gavin Duyan died in May. And in June, the 4-year-old girl in Argyle Forest. A 17-year-old drowned in March, too. Mayor Lenny Curry is calling on his administration and private property owners to allow natural growth around retention ponds to create barriers. Jacksonville City Council members Leanna Cumber and Jacoby Pittman have been working to expand their retention pond safety campaign for about a year. They're talking to developers about putting up standard signs around retention ponds that warn people of the risks and potentially barriers. Pittman issued a statement reading in part, quote, "My condolences to the family of the 4-year-old. Unfortunately, these retention ponds are essential to new developments, but have been a hazard and are contributing to the drowning of innocent children." She says they've scheduled meetings with several regulatory agencies like the St. John's River Water Management District. A spokesperson for the district says stormwater systems like retention ponds are used to help control flooding and help filter out pollutants. The district issues permits for the ponds and says responsibility for maintaining them falls on the permit holder. The spokesperson says district rules mandate pond side slopes can't be steeper than 4 feet horizontally by 1 foot vertically and a depth of 2 feet below elevation, but local governments can adopt stricter ordinances. The pond where the most recent drowning happened met that criteria. Those 2 city council members are also working to launch an educational campaign in the school system that's set to start this fall. We'll be sure to keep you updated about that. And also tonight at 6, we're going to delve into what the regulatory agency that was out here today, what they said about the area ponds in Jacksonville, how they compare to other parts of the state. That's tonight at 6. For now, reporting live, Kaylee Tracy, First Coast News on your side.